sensitivities.
How am I going to get into character?
Oh, I'm going to do True Strike. And what does Dancing
I
Lights?
can only see
Thank you.
Casta and Tab.
No, I did it. I'm an overachiever.
I
Yeah,
have
no
to
kidding.
add some items for my background. It's very exciting. I apparently have yet another dagger and a pet mouse.
Stop. You have a mouse.
Are you an urchin?
Yeah,
Are you an urchin too?
There's like 3 or 4 urchins, so everybody has a pet mouse.
Should I take Light or Minor Illusion or
Take Dancing Lights, it's cool.
Dancing
I got
Light?
the minor illusion because I also have deception because I never roll a D&D character who's
I
not
did Deception. See, why is this? This is not.
Oh my
fair.
god, we're gonna play for like 2 hours.
Okay, fine. Okay, now I gotta pick my level 1 spells.
I'm still trying to recover from how much investment all of you are putting into your goblin characters.
Don't worry, I did not.
Cag,
There's more.
You introduced me to a subclass that can literally break a campaign.
Should I do
Well, technically it can, because Keg has to decide when you roll it.
It's gonna be every time.
Yeah, it's Cag. He's gonna make me roll. So all I have to do is use the power to make something have advantage, and then cast a level 1 spell. And I'm rolling those dice tonight. And assuming I survive the first dice roll, I'm gonna cast my second level 1 spell immediately and roll them again.
Okay, I'm gonna do Thunder Wave and.
Isn't one of the options like getting Fireball targeted on yourself?
Yes. The one I fixated on is you become a potted plant.
Like permanently?
No, it's like for a minute, and if you are dropped to 0 HP, your pot breaks, and you revert to your own corpse.
Should I do like what should I do? Should I do another damage spell? Like magic missile or Let me can I do charm
Keep in mind you have 2 spell slots.
So you can cast those spells twice.
And we're playing these characters probably only once ever for 2 hours. Pick some random shit.
Pick something that you really want to cast.
Something fun.
Okay, then
Don't worry about how effective it is.
Okay, Charm Person and Thunder Wave then. Alright, next.
Alright, did we make it?
Yeah.
Do we have okay, so I'm missing Tab and Felix on video, so we're gonna need to fix that.
I don't see anyone.
So
I'm
you
definitely
refresh-
on video.
What else do I need to do with this sheet?
I'm missing Keg on video.
yeah,
I'll
I don't
reconnect.
see Tab.
I have everybody but Cag now too.
What's your name?
I
gonna
don't
be?
have. Who, me?
Yeah.
Got everybody but Keg again.
Oh, well, you can use Amoral, Mamoril. That's what it generated on the
Immoral.
Mamoril.
I've invited a bunch of people to my cool new Diablo guild.
You can call me Maury. That works.
Maury.
Oh, gotta go change my background.
Anytime I need like a goblin or a name, I steal something from my old orc guild.
Your height, weight, size, hair, and skin are all green.
Okay, fine.
They're all green. She's green.
That's fine.
Salt.
Honey picked out pictures and stuff. I'm not trying to go that far because I know we're.
She wrote a backstory for her character. What are you talking about?
I
know.
Honey, we love you.
I love her so much. You don't know. I think that's the best.
She was having a nervous breakdown about it. I can't make a character. It takes me hours and weeks.
I mean, you know, I figure it this way is that we should just always run the one-offs as these goblin characters. And then...
So many of them will not work with us in evil alignment.
Yeah.
So many of them will not work if you're all dead.
Well,
I'm gonna be
trying to kill us
tastefully in
all?
a corner in someone's apartment by the end of this, so
It's okay. I have 15 hit points. I'm pretty good.
What?
I have
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I have 11.
I have 6.
I have 11.
I have about half of Leo's hit points.
Oh, if I turn into a potted plant, I'm vulnerable to all damage. I think I will die to a stiff breeze.
I hope the first time Seth casts a spell, he just fireballs the entire party. It's like, okay, well, a good half hour.
So I will
the
point
thing.
out the wild magic. I'm sorry,
I
go on.
might multi-class into this on Rafferty.
Just for the
Oh
just for the
Jesus
giggles.
God!
Just because he wants to make like a potted.
I would have legitimately like every single cantrip because I chose the warlock options to maximize my cantrips.
Yeah.
All right. Are there any questions before we actually begin somewhat on time?
No.
Did you fix my character sheet? What else do I
Does
need
Lee have
to
a
do?
character?
Yes. A mormon roll.
Because mine was
Memorable.
What do I
fine,
do?
Mim!
Because I didn't
Well,
have access to the
okay,
Bam.
artificer, to the artificer spell list. I'm just
Oh,
like,
more-
writing mine
you-
down,
Maury.
but I'll have them right here so you can check my honesty.
Oh, I don't care about.
So,
I don't. No,
Wait, do you not care about honesty? I'm gonna roll all my by hand.
I hate all of you.
I have a question. Are we all
Oh,
GMs
geez.
or something?
No, you can just see everyone's things because it made my life easier.
Okay.
I only have 7 hit points.
Don't die.
Sucked.
Oh,
All right. Are we good?
And you
Wow.
almost selected a spell
Why
that
are
puts you
slide
in
of-
melee range.
what?
You should pick the
What's
melee
that?
weapon.
No, I didn't. Oh well, I mean, I have a light crossbow too.
You're probably not going to use it, so it'll be fine.
No, you're just using cantrips. That you never want to use your weapon.
It's a social campaign, guys. We're going to be talking to NPCs
Yeah.
for an hour.
That's okay. My character's mute.
So when you barbarian rage, you don't yell. You just kind of like look like
I just
you're
get very
yawning.
mad and stare at you.
Yeah. So you're basically
He turns
a cat.
purple.
Yeah.
Where is my cat? I miss my cat.
He's probably the voice.
All right.
Oh my god!
He walks over and knocks back your drink off the edge of the
I
table.
love how much Kag is.
He loves that
Invest in this cat.
It's ridiculous. Oh.
It's about like Cab and the dog. He loves the dog.
There was 8 more.
Okay,
He
Miss
says
Fitty,
he
I did not
hates
do anything
the
with
dog.
them, so
I know, but I found it upside down.
I don't know where they went then. I
Are
suggest
we
you start
running
looking.
a Pathfinder one shot right now?
Yes.
Yep.
Or did you convert this on the fly? I'm actually impressed.
Yes.
By convert, you mean you just imported the goblin stat sheets?
No. I had to do
We're all
some-
gonna die.
I had to do some on the fly conversion because Pathfinder does not convert directly to 5e.
Yeah, it's on the 3 point. It's basically because 3.5 was released on like a public license.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically set it up so that any company could steal 3.5 and rebrand it when they made a new edition.
Interesting.
And 3.5 was incredibly imbalanced. The Pathfinder thought, what if you give them more power?
And guns. Don't forget the guns.
Yeah.
Well, if you were in certain settings, you already had guns in 3.5.
That's true.
3.5 was used all over the place. Like the original Knights of the Old Republic games were basically bolted on top of 3.5.
Yeah, they just wanted to stop paying them for their license fee.
I cannot see anyone's graphics at all.
I can only see.
By
Tab,
graphics, do you mean video?
Honey,
Yes,
and
that.
Casta.
Like they're
Okay, I
real
can't
for-
see you. I can see everybody. I can't see Seth and Felix is coming back. Apparently, maybe. No,
I
Felix is weird.
can see nothing, but that might just be a limitation of doing this on an iPad, so I don't give a shit.
Okay, good, sweetie. Go put it on.
No, I need help.
Oh.
opening it.
Oh Lord! Somebody reconnected, and now I can't. Oh crap!
I need
Why did that entire game reload?
I don't know. I lost my character sheet.
Saga.
Wasn't me.
This
This- Leah-
that would
Leah
affect
used-
everybody.
It
Leah
did.
used prestidigitation.
I know.
No, I did not.
I don't know how to open
Why's
it.
my character sheet keep closing it? It's doing
Why?
it
Who
again.
keeps reloading the
I'm
game?
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just.
What is going on?
Hi.
I apologize. I won't do it again.
It's amateur hour.
I'm new to this.
See, the problem, the problem, Cat, is we've had Casta doing this And now we have you. So the difference in experience is pretty real.
Vast.
Meanwhile, I'm like handwriting everything down because I have no idea how to
They've
do
seen you.
it.
I guarantee it.
I can't.
Okay.
Do we all have to use goblin voices?
I fully expect you to.
Well, okay.
No. Alright, so.
I sent her.
What does a goblin sound like? And when did we
Well-
become voice
well-
actors?
She really liked your card. She said
If you
thank you
listen
for
to
the card.
Tab, they sound Swedish.
Yeah.
And if you listen
Okay,
to
sweetie, do your
Casta,
thing.
they sound Southern. So it's...
No.
Okay.
Are we done reloading? Can I open my character sheet again?
Yes, you're good.
Thank you.
Ooh, this color is
Casta,
bright.
I need you to replace all of Kag's avatars in the main game with the lead singer from Fun.
Done.
That was kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Gosh, this color is pretty.
We begin.
Does Felix not have video up?
I don't know
I
if
just
Felix
lost
is
Kaga.
alive.
I've given up on having Kaga's video.
I don't
Yeah.
have anyone's video except Casta. And, well, that's nice
I
and
have-
all. I can see her by doing this.
I have Casta, Tab, and Honey, and that's
Everybody
it.
except Felix.
Yeah, that's Felix.
You can look
I
And I
just
got
got
Felix.
everybody back.
You can look at my screen.
Why don't I get I get people?
You're broken.
Well, I mean, we knew that.
Sweetie,
Are you pumping
Yes.
them? I'm going to get my coffee. He's still out in the car seat. I'm just rocking him with my foot.
It's been a long time since you called me that.
Yeah. Good old days.
It really
You've
takes
been
me back.
replaced.
Yeah, what's going on?
Who-
Yeah, was she invited?
What am I listening to?
I have no idea.
Something turned on the police radio?
I imagine it was Cesar moving to his house.
But apparently, her best friend by a family.
Does
I-
Felix
I-
know we
is
can
it-
hear him?
Is it Seth's wife like
Felix,
talking on the
Cedric.
phone?
Battle over this Ukrainian chick.
I think it might be the TV or something.
Felix actually changed his name.
Oh.
Like it says Andrew.
Because he's very proud of his name.
I need to go get my coffee.
I thought his name was fantastic.
I took the first entry in a random goblin name generator.
So, are we all going to start in Goblin Jail? Because that seems to be how these start. It's very
Yeah.
Sky. It's
First
very-
of all,
in the
delete all
underdark.
your equipment.
Yeah.
Alright.
You spin on equipment, please delete it all. No, not my pet rat.
Alright.
I admit, running around Underdark like naked and stuff would have been more fun for all goblins.
I don't know if that's. I think that becomes an exterminate, like resist extermination.
It's a very short campaign, but I bet it'd be fun.
I cannonball off the edge. Why? Because I can.
I already tried that. I still live.
Oh my gosh! You raged into the floor.
It worked. Okay.
All right. You are goblins of the Licktoad tribe, who live deep in Brine Stump Marsh, south of
The Lick Toad tribe?
Licktoad. Yes.
Hey.
Would you like a spelling for that?
Licktoad? Is that what it is?
Oh yeah.
No, they're goblins. It's going to be like L-I umlaut K. Because we have a Swedish goblin, so it's...
I would like to
jeez.
see Tab's Swedish rendition of all of this. South of the hated man town called Sandpoint. Once.
Sandpoint.
Other goblins tried to burn Sandpoint down, and they would have been legends if they had succeeded. But they didn't bring enough fire, and got themselves killed as a result.
Leah, you should have taken Firebolt.
Yesterday, your tribe discovered that one of your own had been using forbidden arts, and was engaged in one of the greatest of taboos, writing things down. In fact,
It was Tab, wasn't it?
rumor holds that what he was writing was a history of your tribe. There's no swifter way to bring bad luck than stealing words out of your mind by writing them down. And so your tribe had no choice. You branded the goblin's face with letters to punish him, which is why everyone calls him Scribbleface now. And then you ran him out of town, took all his stuff, and burned down his hut. That's where things got interesting, because before you all burned down his hut, Chief Gutwad found a weird box within the building. Inside was a map and a lot
Chief
of fireworks.
Gutwad? Wait, this
Yes.
is Chief
Wait,
Gutwad?
a map, and what was in this box?
And a lot of fireworks.
What's in the box?
Fireworks that immediately came to use in burning the hut down. Then, this morning, Gutwad announced that tonight there would be a feast in order to drive out any lingering bad luck from Scribbleface's poor decisions. But perhaps even more
terrible.
exciting, all of you have been secretly invited to meet at Chief Gutwad's moot house. Why would the chief want to speak to you? It can only mean that he's got an important mission for you all, one that the other goblins of the tribe couldn't pull off. This could be your chance to go down in Licktoad history.
But not with a written down history.
No, just verbal tales.
Cat,
First of all, why did
you
we
to
let him
pause.
go?
I need you to pause and immediately play the theme song to the A-Team. That needs to happen right now.
Oh my gosh, I'm not prepared.
Caster would have had that shit on loop by now.
Yeah, we have, and Tab's like, why did we get rid of Cass? Because Casta is better.
Yes, because she doesn't do this.
Hey, yeah, I think you're doing a fine job. Thank you for doing this for us.
Oh, you're so diplomatic.
Honey is like, she loves everybody.
This is why she's a neutral goblin.
I'm just saying, like, we'd all be humming along, dun 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 by now.
It's more like a B or C team.
Oh my god, that's so nostalgic.
Tab,
Yes.
my monster tribe in Lord of the Rings Online, we were the B team Rafflecopter, sir.
Did you just try to make Groovy play a Google link?
Yes. There you go.
Yes.
Also, I would just like to point out that, I mean, did Cag even know what the A-Team was? I mean,
yeah. Christ. All right.
Airwolf was better.
I mean, you're kind of younger than...
Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm uneducated.
Yeah, you're like 12.
What's
going on?
Alright.
He was not 12 when
Alright.
the A-Team was on, because
Let's
the
get
A-Team
on
was
with this.
when I was
Let's
a
get on
kid.
with meeting Chief Getwad.
Gutwad.
Gutwad. Let's talk to him.
So, you are currently all standing in front of Chief Gutwad's moot house. And you are waiting to be called in. As you look around, you can kind of see that there's a bit of curiosity and anxiety between the lot of you, and I'm going to go on down the line and ask you to describe your character. So, Sesnek, if you would.
Wait. Turn off the music so I can hear you a little better.
I did this for you!
It lost its comedic effect when it looped.
Alright,
Okay.
you're all standing in front of the moot house, and I'm going to have you describe your character to those present.
Okay. I am, and this is shocking news, guys. I'm a goblin. So I'm roughly 3 feet tall. My skin is, holy shit, green. I have yellow eyes. I'm wearing tattered rags. 0 AC because 6 HP YOLO. On my shoulder is a pet mouse because someone who developed 5th edition put a random pet mouse into my background that I only took so that I could have sleight of hand and stealth. That is my character. I'm Ganabadug. That is the pronunciation. Everyone, Ganabadug.
Ganabadug.
Yes.
Ganabadug.
What on earth?
Alright, Felix, if you could go on and introduce your character.
He's stealthed away.
You can't see him, he's hiding.
I don't know.
He's gonna survive the mission. He's gonna stealth in the opposite direction.
What's going on?
What just happened?
I don't know what Dab did. His pointer.
I got my pictures. I went to look at my bio, and I got my picture stuck to my pointer.
It sounds like personal problem to me.
It does.
I hope you didn't use super glue.
Is Felix alive?
He may be on the
Ask again in 2 hours when it matters.
We can come back to him.
Alright, so then we'll go on to Castor.
Alright. So, got a little goblin girl. She's about 3.5 feet tall, just like everybody else. She is the ugliest goblin you've ever seen, though. Her teeth just aren't like sharp enough. Like her complexion's it's not like a bright green. It looks almost sickly, a little bit more brown. She's
basically
covered.
She looks more like a person, guys. That's what she's getting at here.
She's covered.
She's secretly a gnome.
Baubles and gadgets and vials and just stuff all over her. And her hair's brushed. And she's just kind of like rocking on her toes and looking around and kind of keeping to herself.
I demand that for your image for her, you use Gadget from the Rescue Rangers.
Exactly. Green.
Felix is back.
Gadget.
Yay, Felix.
Is he though?
Hey, can you actually hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, now we can.
Sweet.
Now you need to give us a description of your character.
Oh, okay. Again, I did start, but you guys couldn't hear me for some reason. Anyway,
I blame Canada.
Convenient out.
It could be. So, my character's name, as much as you foolish people thought differently, is Keeks Deeks.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Because he's French Canadian.
Exactly, right?
Keeks.
I mean, I don't know what you guys think is going on there, but
Wait, what does it look like the name is?
Kick sticks.
K-I-X, D-I-X.
I'll buy it. We're goblins. Our chief is Gutwad. So he's got a wad in his gut, and it had to get there somehow. So he's the chieftain. I wonder how he got that position.
Because kicksticks.
Keeks.
Kicksticks.
Anyways,
Keeks.
he's about 3 foot 2 inches tall, weighs in at 42 pounds. He's got yellow eyes with green hair, and he has a lute strapped over his back.
Oh,
Did you make a bard?
He did! Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, he has a picture.
He's got a mustache.
Yes. He's also got really sweet facial hair. That was the character 100% right there.
He looks like a goblin.
That is awesome.
I can totally imagine him going, fuck you, Toronto.
Hold on, Duncan.
We haven't even started. Alright. Alright.
You lose last night?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
He just dropped out of roll 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
is that-
because I let the iPad go to sleep. Sorry.
So is that all kicksticks?
That is it, yeah.
Alright.
How many geeks does he keeks?
We're going to find out, I have a feeling.
At least this many.
I'm gonna need you to... Okay, can he bardic inspiration my wild magic roll? Because that would be amazing.
He does it by kicking you in the ass.
I will accept it. I'll have probably vulnerability to damage, and that may actually kill me, but...
Alright, so that leads us to Honey.
Alright. So, as much as Casta's goblin is ugly, mine is cute. She's abso-freaking-lutely adorable. She's tiny, just as little as a goblin can be, just about, and she's just Everybody, you just want to pinch her cheek. She's just
Guys,
that cute.
That goblin looks like it has a very well curated Pinterest.
So, but she's new to the tribe because she actually came from the city. And she's been wandering, and she kind of ran out of money, and she landed here, and she's just so cute. The tribe said, yeah, well, we can take her in. But now she's been here long enough that everybody understands that don't fuck with her.
Yeah, the original
as much
plan...
as she's cute, she will screw you up.
Yeah, well, Beora, I hate to tell you this, but the tribe took you in because originally, if winter came... we were going to eat you.
There's not enough for me to eat. But I will make sure that I eat you first.
Okay. Well, we know how her personality works. We're going to stick her in front and let her 11 HP soak.
Love you, sweetie.
All right, I want to hear Tab.
All
That'll
right.
give Leah time to come up with something.
So Tab
What?
is...
Dog is...
Dog tried to jump on my splat.
Okay.
Okay, Annika, go, honey.
I assume Tab is Ross Bob's.
Yes. Ross Bob's. He's a very big goblin. He's probably like 4 feet tall. I don't know how big goblins are. I really have no clue.
It said 3 to 4 feet, so...
Okay, he's 4 feet then. He's kind of scarred all over, and he's got big axe on his back and 2 axes on his side. And
He's made mostly of axes.
yeah. He's got like a little scar tattoo on his chest of an axe. There's a lot of axe.
He uses axe body spray.
I love
He
it.
would.
Really scary.
He would if
He
he gets
smells
his
like a goblin.
hand on it. And I don't know. That's about as far as I thought about this character.
All right.
He's probably wearing some little, ripped leathers and crap.
How many HP does our barbarian have?
15.
How much damage reduction do you have?
Half.
Okay, you might live a couple rounds.
16 AC.
That's not bad. Plus your size advantage? Are you including your size advantage in that?
I don't know how that works.
I don't think
You're small.
5e doesn't get size advantage. That's 3.5.
Oh, man. 3.5, you would be like, I'm going to be a halfling just because I get +1 to not getting hit in the face.
Yeah.
No, we get a damage bonus thing for Fury of the Small.
Yeah, Fury. We are furious. We are goblins.
I think these
All right,
kind of
Leah.
built into like racial abilities.
Okay, you can call my character Maury, but it's short for Mormal, whatever you want to say it is. I actually came with Honey's character, Bay. At the same time, we come from the same place, but but Maury is a little bit taller, and she is kind of absent-minded, a little bit awkward, and she's got a bunch of like little sticks and bones tied in her hair and all kinds of things. So she's a little bit absent.
And if you mess with her, I will mess you up.
All right. So as you all look around, kind of take in the group that's been assembled here, you know internally that these are the more formidable goblins of the tribe.
Oh my god,
Chief
we're in a very
Bitwood-
big...
Chief Bitwood clearly couldn't have made a better choice in putting this group together.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
So I'm linking. Sorry, it's a baby. I'm linking in Discord a link that is not actually a link because fuck you, iPhone.
That says product. That's what that says. I'm so glad that wasn't a sketchy copy paste.
It was a sketchy copy paste. Cag, if you will manipulate that, go to the image and shove that in my profile so people can see what I look like. And please leave the watermark because there is a ghostly watermark floating above my goblin because I'm not paying for this shit.
Fuck, how do I do this?
Oh man. I can't believe everybody has pictures. I don't have a picture.
Are they really selling a picture for
I
$5?
copied a picture in for you.
You're awesome.
Yeah, I
You
did.
did? What one?
This has to be more than one picture they're selling for $5. I hope, right?
There's a sorcerer picture up there, a little black-headed
Where?
goblin thing. She's hot looking, but I can't help that.
Yeah, that looks like
luck.
some kind of strange S&M.
I don't know.
Oh.
There's a whole ton of pictures.
That's a female goblin. That goblin looks like she's very popular on Instagram.
Where is this female goblin?
Very popular
Yeah,
on
so I'm not in
Instagram.
chat.
I don't know. I copied a bunch of pictures.
There's one you copied that has like 17 ear piercings. I vote that's Leah.
Yeah, I think that seems like... Well, 2 of them have a bunch of ear piercings. Which one is it?
You can't. The one I have 2 ear piercings on mine, but I have the little blue-headed one.
It's actually a symbol of status.
Goblin sorcerer stop.
I don't know how y'all make it
nickname.
appear, but I've got a picture on mine if you want to see it.
Yeah, I've been making
Every
it
time I
up.
go to my character sheet, I get my picture stuck to my pointer. What is going on with this crap?
Listen, just
Holy
take
shit,
a
that's
moment.
annoying. Here, have my picture there.
Tab lost the loot bottle and used the Gorilla Glue,
There
and
you
that's
go.
going to be a
That's
problem.
my picture.
Every time I open my character sheet, I get stuck to it.
This is fantastic.
See, I even have little freckles, which I carefully dot on.
So, as you all wait there and look around at each other and kind of nod to yourselves that you absolutely should have been chosen to be part of this group.
Definitely.
Definitely.
The chief advisor, Slorb, who is an overdressed, pompous goblin,
How do I get rid of this?
comes out and looks down his long, curved nose at you all and murmurs, so you can barely hear, "Enter."
What?
Enter.
Enter.
What's he say?
I don't know.
Enter.
He said
Oh.
enter, but for all I know, that's a goblin's name.
There, have
so-
multiples on me. How do I get rid of this picture?
You click on hit delete.
It wouldn't go away.
Wow.
This is going to be a 7-hour one-shot, guys.
Yeah, we're never finishing this. I hope we only prepared like one fight.
Tell Casta she's getting a second week off.
Yeah.
Alright, so he turns and walks inside the moot house without really
I
waiting
enter.
for you to...
Inside check.
I mean, sure.
If he's lying about entering, stay outside.
I love it.
I hope you burn all your 20s.
I don't even shoot anything. I should get Daniel dice. Anyway, keep going.
So I assume you all are following him in?
I enter.
I go in. Yeah, I'm not going to
First.
piss off Gutwad. I mean,
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
So, as you enter, you see Chief Gutwad sitting precariously atop the teeter chair.
I kind of wander in after everybody else. Like, oh, I'm here.
I link arms with her and walk in.
Feels like barely goes in, like scoots along the side of the wall, just kind of like staying to the back.
The teeter chair is a 6-foot tall chair that is clearly, one of the legs is significantly shorter than the others. But
that's a good way for a goblin to die. That's
Chief Gutwad is actually a massive goblin. His fat rolls hang over the sides of the arms of the chair and down almost to his knees.
Good lord.
Slorb walks in and stands beside him at his appointed place. Previously,
How did he get in there?
Built it around him.
Previously, you have known that Chief Gutwad does not speak directly to his subjects. He actually speaks through his chief advisor, Slorb.
Who?
Slorb.
Slorb, the guy who said enter.
Excuse me. So, Slorb gestures to the dirt in front of the teeter chair, inviting you all to sit, which you all know is a great compliment to being invited to.
Okay, Kills
I will
immediately
go.
jumps on the opportunity.
I'm going and I'm sitting.
Yeah, I'm going and sitting.
She like runs over, way too excited, and just like pops down and sits crisscross applesauce.
Chief Gut
She's like, someone's paying attention to me.
Applesauce. I get drug over by Bay.
I have to loosen some axes before I can sit down.
You
His
built
axes
a
are
temporary camp stool.
So,
out
Kelsey,
back.
you're Keels?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Bay is going to go sit right by Keels because she'll look even cuter.
Lord have mercy.
A sound strategy. I mean,
I mean, you know.
I'm gonna sit directly behind the girls and absentmindedly noodle on my loop.
You're gonna noodle on your lute.
He's playing Wonderwall.
Love it. If you knew how much Felix hated that song.
Oh, I know. So, for the first time, you all hear Chief Gutwad's voice. He speaks to you in this deep, booming voice.
okay, I get deep and booming. Good luck, Kag.
Go for it, Kay.
Reach low.
Hold on, someone grab my notes.
Lower.
You all be heroes. Each of you. You are best Lictoads, but for me. And maybe but for Slorb. That you are not fleeing in terror from mighty sound of my voice is all the proof you should need. Yet soon, all Lictoad goblins will know your might, for I have picked you for a dangerous mission. You know about fireworks, and map we found in Scribbleface's hut. Fireworks were fun, but map is more fun. It shows route to place near the coast where Scribbleface found fireworks, and it says there are more fireworks there. I want them for Lictoads. You all go get them tomorrow. Tonight, we have big bonfire to burn bad luck away from you. Tomorrow, and we play many games. Much fun. Tomorrow, you fetch me fireworks. If you meet men, you make them dead. If you meet dogs, you make them dead. If you meet horses, you make them dead. If you meet lots legs eat goblin babies many, you maybe should
Do
run.
we make them dead? Oh.
Wait, if we meet what?
Lots legs eat goblin babies many.
Oh, giant spiders. Okay, got it.
And if you not find fireworks, you not come back, or we feed you to Squealy Nord.
Wait, what?
Can we eat the dogs?
Yes, you eat whatever you like.
I'm gonna look over her with disdain and go, that go without saying.
We be honored.
Yes, yes.
Who read map?
Wait.
Read map. Map is pictures.
Too much reading.
Oh, I thought he said math. Oh, math, much better.
And with that, Chief Gutwad kind of looks over at Slorb, and Slorb walks over and starts kind of trying to fan you out of the hut.
I'm gonna do an insight check before we get fanned out on Chief Gutwad.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm apparently good at this. So give me a go. Insight, clickety click.
So 14.
That didn't go so well. Oh, okay. I thought it said 1 because the stupid screen.
Yeah. So you have 14. You feel like, I mean, it's the whole situation's a
I
little
can do that. You
unsettling.
want to take him to feed him? Then eat. He's cool. He's out. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Logistics.
No
Yeah,
worries.
for sure. You're a little. Uh-oh.
I'll wake him up in a little bit. What? Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So you're a little unsettled because you've never heard Chief Gutwad speak before. As you know, he only ever speaks through Slorb, because obviously his voice is intimidating.
Obviously.
It was so deep.
I can feel it deep in the pits of my stomach.
And really, you can't get over how honored you are to be called in and spoken to and asked to do this special mission.
We're pretty expendable, guys. It's an honor.
Anything else as you all are getting... If those of you who are not moving fast enough, Slorb starts thumping them on the head to get them out.
There you go.
Nope. Kills is gonna butt scoot backwards and turn and kind of scramble out the door like
Can you make the syringes real
frightened
quick?
rodent.
So, when you get outside, Slorb reaches into his very elaborate robes, which are clearly made for a much larger humanoid, and pulls out this crumpled up map. And he slams it into Keeksteek's chest before turning around and walking into the hut and shutting the door.
Map. And feel be the one to go.
Right, I lost all of Sezneg.
What's that?
I didn't pick up Sezneg's.
No, he broke up for me too.
Okay. I was just saying we have a map, and Felix is the one who apparently gets to read it.
Woo!
What do I see on it?
So it's a pretty simple map. It
You
shows.
missed a chance to roll perception.
Oh, make him roll it. Make him roll it right now.
It's a map.
Does he see the
Holding
map?
it in his hands.
He selected proficiency in perception. Make him actually use it and win for once.
So part of me wants to not have you guys roll perception checks at all for the rest of the one shot. Because it
That's
would
the
just...
part of you that has PTSD from perception checks.
So you can see
He's not wrong.
you can see the Licktoad village scribbled on there, and you see an old shipwreck on the coast that says in... Well, it doesn't. It has characters over it, but the number of exclamation points implies that there's something significant there. You can only imagine that, based on what the chief has said, that's where you should be going. There's actually a creek that runs between the two locations.
Okay.
Kills
What is the name? Is it Cheat Creek?
Kills goes over and kind of leans over Keeksteek's shoulder and she's like, these, and she points to like the village. She's like, this big bowl, people, goblins float, big bowl.
Well, yes, I think so, but where is it?
Oh my god. Can Jacobus use that voice?
That was amazing!
That was great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Oz.
Bowl, we go this way. Yes, yeah, bowl.
Let's go. Start walking the direction she pointed.
No. Chief say we wait. Fire.
So as you're all talking, you can see a group of 4 goblins that are trying to drag a hollowed out tree trunk towards the center of the village.
Looks like a job for a barbarian right there.
Yeah, they are not doing well, but they're...
I go over there and just stare at them. I'm not helping. I'm just kind of standing nearby and staring at them.
We're going on a party first.
Games,
Party
many
first.
games.
So, as you watch, you can see folks start to put the bonfire together just out in front of the chief's the chief's hut. You can either stand there and watch them, or you can go and grab your things. And
So, about what time is it? Just like, where's the sun?
it's midday. Based on it, it looks like it's going to be another hour or two before anyone's.
Guys, I think we're going to get through the party, and that's going to end the session.
Can I go to Scribbleface's hut?
It's all burned down, but yes.
Yeah.
Pumpkin, no barking.
Yeah, what the hell, Pumpkin?
Does Pumpkin understand that?
What? No barking?
Yes.
Yes.
Does she care?
Sometimes.
So, Keels is going to the burnt out hut of Scribbleface?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm going to follow her incredibly closely.
Okay. So,
Bay will go along with her, and she'll just skip along next to her. Where are you going?
What do I find?
There's a cute goblin going there, so I'm going to follow.
Yeah, I'm wherever Bay goes, I go. So
I'm gonna stay by the bonfire.
Okay.
It's their people.
We're already fantastic.
So, I want to kind of poke around. I know everything's pretty much burnt down, but see if just, like if there's anything else out of the ordinary.
Roll investigation check.
Oh my gosh, I have to click things.
I want to look around too.
Literally what she said.
But kind of, just sort of, Maury just kind of wanders around the burned out spot looking around. So do I need to roll too?
You can roll as well, or you can help.
I don't really know her, so I just am kind of absently wandering around looking.
Okay, investigation.
And that never stopped Bay. She's going to go look over Keel's shoulder and go, "What are you doing? Are you looking at that? Did you see that? What about that? How about that? What do you think
Why
there?
is
What
it
do you
rolling
think?"
with advantage?
Because she didn't attitude change.
I got a 5.
It's by default. It's
Yeah,
fine.
sorry.
You just take the
How
left
do you
roll.
fix that?
We don't have time for that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Just go with the
Just
first
take the
one.
left roll.
I don't have time to go to crayons to explain that to you.
There was a delay, so I have 3, but obviously it's a 5.
I don't want to roll.
Leah, just...
We take the left one unless we actually have advantage.
Yes. It's the first roll. It's fine.
Okay.
So... Sorry, I'm trying to remember her name. Keels, you kind of sift through the ashes of the hut, and you don't really see anything. It was burned down pretty well. Some of the fireworks were discovered when they were set aflame, so they made pretty short work of the already poorly built hut.
Okay. Quick question. Can I find anything that's maybe palm sized and even if it's mostly burned wood, but just something that's still has enough sustenance to it to be a solid item?
Yeah, you can find a charred out
Alright, then
piece of wood.
I'll wait before I continue.
Okay. Again, I'm trying.
Why are you keeping that? What do you want that for?
Is good for special things.
If you run with that charcoal, personally put you in the bonfire.
No right. Kills no right. Kills no right.
Good.
Okay, so apparently I'm not finding much of anything, of course.
Well, you got 19.
I
Yeah,
know,
you
I
got
got
a 19.
4.
The
So-
first
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna make a vague of a crude goblin.
Oh, the anticipation.
Yeah, okay, it's kind of like an up yours, because I don't like this guy.
I think they're all crude goblins.
His hut got burned for a reason, so I'm...
Well, I don't know what the crude goblin
I think you're
was.
cutting out, so
Yeah.
we don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we missed what you made.
I make basically the goblin, up yours gesture, like the universe.
Oh.
Yeah. And
So-
I'm gonna take a piss on the of his hut.
So
I'm gonna watch really closely while he dies.
Wow. Awkward.
It's a little
Just
cold
like,
out, guys.
so Amamaro, you find the remains of the chest that caught on fire and started setting off fireworks. I hear baby.
Aw, I do
Wow.
too.
It's like
Yeah, he's trying to burp. Sorry.
No,
Let me
you're
know if you
fine.
hear a burp.
Oh.
Sometimes the burps are quiet.
There-
So Amamaro, whatever.
Maury.
Ma'am.
Maury.
Maury is fine. Mori. Maury.
You find the burnt out red chest that was left behind after everyone stripped it of fireworks and started pointing fireworks at the hut. There's kind of little bits of paper and black powder remaining on the bottom of it, but there's nothing really that you can see of value or anything that's edible among the remains.
Okay. Is there like any sticks or weird stones or anything like that?
There's nothing that stands out to you particularly. Nothing sharp that you could cut people with. There's nothing you could use
Okay.
to chew on. There's nothing that's.
There's nothing like random little baubles of any kind.
There's nothing of value there.
Okay. I mean, value is relative, but that's okay.
There's nothing of goblin value. All right.
Well, are we moving on, or can I do something real quick?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, so I would like to use my my artificer ability to take minor objects and imbue them with like a magical trait.
Okay.
And one of the things that I can do is I can do a recorded message that whenever the object is touched, like it gives the message. Does it make sense?
Okay.
So I want to take whatever piece of charcoal or whatever I found. I want to set it somewhere really prominent, or silly, so that. And I want it to, whenever it's tapped, I want it to say the message, "No be like Scribble Face. You respect sanctity of oral tradition in goblins."
Just like that.
I admire her goblin as a standard action.
She's really smart.
All right.
Casta, your goblin now on my good list. I will try not to hit you with color spray.
I'm gonna die as a potted plant.
All right. So you can kind of hear assorted cheers in the distance. So you can imagine that things are beginning to come to a head in terms of preparations. So if you'd like to come back, this would.
I mean, our barbarian's already there.
Hold on. The cat is yelling at me through the door.
Kick him.
Pat's gotta get his cat.
I'm supposed to be giving this baby a bottle, and he's already fallen asleep, like dead.
Pumpkin, no barking.
Yeah, so I'm gonna and piss him off. So sorry if you hear crying.
Okay, so I'm gonna start clumsily running back towards the bonfire.
All right. So are we all moving back to the fire, or is there anyone else who wanted to investigate anything?
Yeah.
No,
I'm by the fire.
I'll go back to the fire.
All right.
I wander back to the fire and then look surprised when I arrive there. Like, oh.
All right. So as you arrive, the sun is just starting to go down behind the trees of the swamp. And you can see that same group of 4 goblins that was dragging the log is now carrying the teeter chair out of the moot hut. And Chief Gutwad is definitely sitting on top of it. So they are struggling to carry him along.
I will laugh at them.
The other goblins around you actually join in laughing at their pain and misery. So
I watch them and then I go, ah, ah, ha, 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 ah.
She's like really a gnome infiltrating the goblins. Like she's like Jane Fossey over here, or Jane Goodall and Diane Fossey, whatever. Like she's keeping a secret journal, hopefully not written down, of goblins in the natural habitat. I've got her character figured out.
No, Pumpkin.
So, gathered around, you can see all kinds of really interesting things to eat. There's snails, fish, snakes. Some of them are even cooked. And there is a barrel of fermenting cider apples that is actually sitting beside where the chief is eventually laid down.
Is fermenting a literally?
Oh no, I lost. All I heard was fermenting. I know it's a question.
Is fermenting really a polite way of saying that they were just left to rot?
It's cider now. It's fine.
I'm definitely drinking some cider.
So, when Chief Gutwad is finally settled down next to his cider apples, Slurb walks out and goes, His mighty girthness Chief Rendwaddle Gutwad will now begin the feast. And Chief Gutwad seems to have fallen asleep during this speech, somewhere in between being set down and the beginning of his introduction. But when
it's like an infant in a teeter chair.
So there's a long pause as Slurb waits, and everyone just kind of holds their breath while Chief Gutwaddle is snoring loudly up atop the teeter chair.
Maury clears her throat loudly.
And at the clapping, the chief kind of jolts forward and
I look at Keek Steeks. No clap. No clap.
and he kind of reaches around his this vest that he's wearing with many pockets on it, and he pulls out one of the fireworks that clearly he had stashed away, and
in one of his fat rolls,
and aims it at the bonfire, and pulling a string, a flame fires out from the front and lands onto the bonfire. And several more follow after that, and eventually the bonfire catches. And it's this very smoky, wet bonfire, but it has all of the smells of home, and it's actually quite nice.
So it's dung.
Yes.
Now clap!
There's lots of cheering around and
Pumpkin, no barking.
I don't think she knows what that means.
She does know what that means. She wants me to go.
I mean, I think you're pretty much proving that she does not know what it means.
She's just being ornery. She wants me to go in there because...
And, cut her and serve it to her on a spoon.
Yeah.
Bite. Yeah, I know.
But chew her food for her.
Yeah, like you're like a mother bird. You have to vomit it into her.
No, not quite that
Yeah, he's annoying, I know.
Notice she says not quite.
I used to have to hand feed her. I don't have to do that anymore.
You did not have
Pumpkin,
to.
you can go eat kibble on your own.
You did not have to. Thank you, Kat, for that.
No, she was very sick as a puppy. It was a mistake. Never should have happened, but she was incredibly sick and she would not eat. And so, yes, I did
And
have
Darwin
to
had
get
to take over.
Don't tell her to eat your bird.
What?
Oh.
Kibble. She's telling her to eat kibble.
Forget
The
about
bird
kibble.
is gone. The bird is dead.
That's right.
See?
Aw.
See?
Yeah,
Darwin
even
took over.
worse. She's gonna eat a dead bird.
So,
Bird is no more.
so we have laid in front of you a feast of all of the bounty of the swamp owned by the lick-toed goblins.
It's called Louisiana grocery. Turned over some
There
rock.
might even be a crawfish in there. And the barrel of fermenting cider apples seems to be going quickly as a swarm of goblins from the tribe rush over and start ripping apples and eating them. They're munching on them noisily.
Munching.
I'm going for some apples.
Yeah, Bay's right in the middle of it, man. She's gonna go get whatever she can. You eat when you got it.
Keels follows, but makes a very half-hearted effort of like, oh, no, too weak. Oh, big shame.
What?
Keels just sits.
So who has apples?
I got apples.
I did.
I got apples.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Great misfortune.
I am using my control over chaos and the weave to get on the saving throw, sir, and you can roll it for me because I have. This is surely a roll on.
Why is it not rolling?
You need to choose whether you want to roll with advantage or not.
Oh, I thought you'd... Ugh.
I changed it for you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Extensive distress.
So,
Keels will participate.
Did my changing of the fates aid me, sir?
I'm reading the ability.
I get to pick a saving throw.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'm just making.
And now-
I'm trying to see if I can make you cast on the roll on the wild magic table.
See, now once I cast a first level spell, it's not a dice roll to determine; it's you to determine whether I roll wild magic.
Oh well.
I'm setting it up for you to knock it down. Is what I'm doing.
Fantastic. I love it. You got a 10. Okay. So you all.
You have to decide, Tab, if you're going to have an apple or not. You know,
Are you having one of the fermented
apples? Are you
Yeah.
having one or not?
Of course.
Okay, roll a Constitution
He's
save.
gonna pass
It's a trap.
I didn't tell him to think
It's
about it.
like one of the delicious apples.
I like how you all sold it to
We
him.
all did.
Okay. So everyone except Bob, you slam the apples into your mouth, and they are just fantastic. It's been a very long time since you've had anything that tasted this good. Probably the last time you ate a goblin baby was the last time it was this
Goblin
good.
baby.
We eat goblin babies? I mean, how does that prolong the species?
Hey, there are still hamsters. Hamsters.
Don't judge the goblins.
Bob, however, seems to get a particular
Ross. He goes by Ross.
Ross. Okay. Ross. Wait. Hold on.
Yes.
Are you serious right now?
Welcome to the party, Cag.
Did I really just? Okay. Well, here I am.
Tag failed his perception.
So Bob Ross.
Ross Bob.
Ross Bob. Sorry. Ross Bob seems to get a particularly mealy cider apple, and is not.
I love that the highest Constitution character.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. That's like part of the course for Tab, though.
Yeah.
Tab, I literally changed the fate image on that saving throw.
I can hear you.
So,
I literally changed fates and chaos to have advantage. Did you know I used that on this saving throw?
That's a good use.
so
Someone give me an excuse to cast a level 1 spell before we have a long rest so I can do it.
So, Tab, you are poisoned for the next 24 hours.
Poison for 24 hours?
Yes.
Sounds right. That's no big deal.
So, as you're all busy moving around and partaking in the feast, Chief Cutwad leans over in the teeter chair to speak to Slurb, and Slurb clears his throat again, and the gathered goblins all shush and try to. They're really not paying attention to any food that's on their hands or face. They're just kind of looking around, trying to see if what's going on. His great girthness has decided that we shall have dares.
Ooh. It's time-honored tradition.
Yes.
Quintessential experience to goblinhood.
Wow.
Her research dissertation is going to be...
For every dare you win, you get prize. First dare, dance with Squealy Nord. Hoodoo. And he looks amongst the 6 goblin heroes
I
gathered.
point to Bob Ross.
He looks
I
a little
also
green.
point at Bob.
Ross
Don't
Bob,
dance.
best goblin. Ross Bob Goblin, best goblin.
As
The random compression noises emanate from Tab's microphone.
As Keel starts saying that, there's a quiet chant that going out across the crowd. Ross Bob, third best goblin. Ross Bob, third best goblin.
Fine, I dance.
Yeah, there's a great cheer across the crowd, and this whole rush pushes you and the rest of the group over to.
No barking.
Not real.
I am not going in there.
They push you over to where Squealy Nord lives. So you
Do I know what Squealy Nord is?
Squealy Nord is a fearsome boar that lives in a muddy pit beside the middle of the village next to the goblin baby cages.
Okay.
As you rush by the goblin baby cages, you can see some of them reach out from inside the cages and snatch food that's like falling off of goblins as they rush past.
Eat you later.
Okay. As we start moving over, well, never mind.
Okay. So you make it to a
James.
circular pit that is about 20 feet in diameter and 10 feet deep. And at the bottom is a very hyperactive piglet that is just dashing around the outside of this pit.
How big is it?
Piglet size.
So it's like baby pig.
Yeah, I mean it's
not like
obviously big enough that you can ride it.
So it's like a regular pig for a normal human.
Yes.
Okay.
But, your people see it as this fearsome creature.
Okay.
So, the same 4 goblins are now struggling, carrying along this massive goblin on the teeter chair so that he can observe from the edge of the pit. Another 2 jump down into the pit to wrestle Squealy Nord down to the ground. Once they do so, they start looking up there to find Ross Bob, waiting for him to begin his dance with Squealy Nord.
Okay, before he goes in, I'm going to inspire him by singing, "Have you seen the little piggies crawling in the dirt? And for all the little piggies, life is getting worse. Always having dirt to play around in."
This is the most amazing experience of my life.
I know.
I get an inspiration roll from that.
Actually, Kale thinks it's perhaps a hog, not pig, but it's good song. And I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Frostbob.
What does Sanctuary do? Can you link that?
Sanctuary. I ward him against attack until the spell ends, and any creature who targets him with an attack or harmful spell has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
So I'm gonna stagger on into that ring and just start loosening an axe.
Immediately, everyone from the crowd goes, no, 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 no. And,
What?
And one of the goblins that's holding him down kind of demonstrates to you how he gets on the piglet and then he
You're
gets
riding
off.
pigs.
And then he gets on. And he's kind of got
It's
this,
easier if I axe him.
really encouraging smile. Like, no, you do it. Come sit.
I axe is easier.
No, he does. There's no run if you axe.
I like how your goblin.
Yes, easy.
No. It's dare.
There's a deep sigh and he puts his axe back on.
And the
Alright.
the two goblins in there look very relieved because they were pretty sure they weren't going to make it out of there either.
Alright, so I walk up to them and I kind of grab the pig with one hand and just pushing one of the other goblins away. Just try to get on him.
All right. So you mount this pig, and immediately the two goblins release him and immediately just dash to the outside ledge and start climbing out. Roll an acrobatics check.
I have disadvantage on that, so yep, 9.
So
You have inspiration.
That's true.
Oh, how do I use that?
I think you roll a 1d4.
4?
D6, isn't it?
I think it's a D4
Hang
at level 1, but I may be wrong.
I don't know for sure.
1d5, cut the difference.
I think Felix's thing should say Bardic Inspiration.
It's a D6.
It is a d6.
So 13.
Because bards in 5e are really fucking good.
Yeah.
Kind of scary how good they are. So once the goblins let go, it's with almost super piglet speed. The Squealy Nord is on all fours, and you are flying through the air. You manage to get enough of a reaction that you can roll to your feet, and you can see Squealy Nord charging past you.
I start losing my axe again.
Immediately, everyone at the top, no!
I cast Mage Hand and try to grab the axe and just stop him from slaughtering the pig.
The pig way.
It's bad pig.
So you have
Jack, how much does the pig?
You're cutting out a lot.
Yeah.
stand closer to your Wi-Fi.
How much does the pig weigh?
Pumpkin hush.
Fuck, I don't
Go
know.
read a farm page.
40 pounds?
2 football
Okay,
fields.
so-
Felix, how much does a piglet weigh?
It depends really how old it is, but
I mean,
How-
legit.
What would you say is a piglet that is enough for your youngest child to ride, large enough for your youngest child to ride?
Wait, Asher?
No, not Asher.
Asher is a
no,
baby.
Asher doesn't count. Asher is an infant,
yeah,
not a child.
you might want to
No,
go with
he's
80
over.
pounds or so.
80 pounds. All right, it's an 80-pound pig.
That is a scary, frightening beast to a 45-pound goblin. That's
I know.
So I try to hold back the axe and I yelled out, "You must die with honor! No me scribble face!"
I slap at the mage hand.
This is going swimmingly, guys. So, how close is the pig? Is it charging at
It's just running around.
Just running around the edge.
Alright. I put the axe back on again. And I run after it.
Okay. Are you running?
I'm gonna tackle it.
So
I'm
it
going
is
to cast Minor Illusion in front of the pig. I'm going to create what appears to be a solid wall that looks like the sides of the pit in front of it. Kind of at an askew angle, so that the pig is running into being cornered. Because that's how I roll. And the pig is not a very intelligent creature, so I don't think it's actually going to investigate the damn wall.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand the angle that you were making this at.
Well, unfortunately I skipped goblin trigonometry, but I'm not doing a 90 degree, right? I'm doing it so like the pig is running into a V, if you will. Like he's running into a very clear corner. I'm creating a trap for the pig, sir.
So you're saying you're doing a...
To the maximum size I'm able, it's just going to appear like a section of the dirt wall of this pit in front of the pig in such a way that if it does not stop and redirect, it
basically the dirt wall is sticking out 5 feet. That's in a V shape.
Okay.
And this baby refuses to burp right now. It's very frustrating. Oh, come on.
That's like the definition of having young children. So this image I have drawn, is that what we're talking about right now?
I can't see the image, but Tab, I trust you because it's very Swedish to get angled.
He gets crossed out at one of the goblins. I don't know what that means.
There's a circle with a line across it.
So I'm gonna take a rock if I can.
So it's gonna be like.
Don't throw a rock at the wall. Do not throw a rock
And
at the
I'm
wall.
gonna make it smell like bacon.
I'm doing wrong. Let's do a tough
Drop
one.
it in the hole.
What is going on?
Bacon.
Go away.
No, that's fucked
I
up.
already said it.
You already said it. Alright. So... So
not straight across. It's only so like that, but it's only It's 5 feet. I think you can make.
So okay, question.
Do you want to hold the broken wall?
Alright, hold on. So the pig is running clockwise around this circle. There's a wall now there. Is the pig on the same side of the wall that Ross Bob is on?
I would assume he would take that into account, but you never know.
He's a goblin, so I have to ask.
Intelligence check.
I'm tied up, guys, so assume that I did this in the most feasible, intelligent way that a goblin would.
Okay, so we're going to do this.
Listen to me.
Ross Bob,
How did he do with the bottle? Good.
He half slept through the whole thing.
Did he eat it all?
Yes, but he was like...
so Ross Bob is on this side
James.
with
And now he
the
won't
pig.
burp.
Come
The
here.
pig has run down to the 4 o'clock just about, and seeing the wall has now done a hard right turn to run across the center of the pit. Standing on the other side is Keels, who drops this smoky smelling, most delicious piece of rock bacon you have ever smelled in your life into the pit, and the pig loses his shit.
Oh,
I tackle it.
All right, make an acrobatics check or an
That
athletics.
sounds. All right. I'm still doing. I
I'm
do all this.
watching
I
this
do everything in this game with
fascinated.
disadvantage.
Wow.
So as you go to try to tackle this pig to the ground, you're sort of distracted by this really powerful smell of. It's like, is Squealy Nord on fire? Why does he smell so good? And your big foot just catches a rock and you immediately slam into the ground, sliding to where the pig was. There might even be a bit of poop on you. Who knows?
Ross don't like Squealy Nord.
So all around you can hear the goblins of your tribe jeering and throwing various pieces of half-consumed food at you.
I'm going back to my feet and pull out my 2 hand axes and stare at everybody.
people immediately stop throwing food and grow very silent as they wait for you to mount the pig, as is your lordly right.
Wow. This is taking a turn. I'm not sure what this is about anymore.
I put one axe back.
Again, the crowd is completely silent while you have that axe out. And Squealy Nord is flipping out, running back and forth over here, trying to maintain its distance from the new wall that it can't figure out, and the very smoky piece of what could only be his mom and dad in the corner.
Okay, well, I don't know how to read the room, so I now start throwing food into the circle.
She's got autism.
Oh god.
I'm gonna take off the pig out again.
Alright, so the pig is kind of moving around in this area. You can make another athletics
Try
check.
and corner it in there a little.
You may athletics or acrobatics, depending on how you're trying to do it.
Let's go try to bull rush it when I get close enough. So, with disadvantage, well, that's better.
Wow. So, in a fabulous feat of strength, especially for a goblin, you just about pick up the pig, set it down pointing a direction, and hop on its back. And immediately, it pauses for a second, confused as to why it's...
While it pauses, I punch it in the face.
roll an attack.
I'm just gonna roll something here, but
Yeah, just roll a d20. Like d20 plus whatever your strength is.
so yeah,
An unarmed attack. But
Yeah.
but that's proficiency. It's not the damage. That'll be the attack. It's not the damage for it.
So now I need to look up how much fucking heat.
I need to load this map because I'm sure this is fantastic.
It's just a circle with a line across it. It's not that great.
Yeah.
Hey, I did something useful that didn't involve finger guns. So
shock and awe.
So the pig squeals quite loudly as you punch it in the back of the head. And what's your plus damage? Plus 4?
4 strength, plus 4 strength.
And promptly dies.
The
I
pig died?
keep sitting on it, riding it. My new mount. I just kind of stare at everybody else
You all
around me.
see
But you
Ross Bob
killed it.
astride this kind of twitchy piglet at the bottom of...
wait, I got this. So I'm gonna let my concentration on the illusory wall go away.
Wait, is it a
And
level
then
1
I'm
spell?
gonna. It's a cantrip, sir. It's a cantrip.
All right,
Don't
go
worry,
on.
we're getting there. I'm going to instead cast a new illusion that is the squealing pig sound coming from the twitchy pig corpse. Don't worry, it's completely fine.
It's fine.
He'll start stretching.
Ross Bobby just kind of sitting on it, looking very triumphant.
There's a
Holding it
long,
down.
horrified pause as everyone around the outside of the ring realizes just how strong Ross Bob is, and then you begin to hear a clapping from Chief Gutwad.
See, killing the pig was okay as long as it was with your bare hands.
And there is a massive cheering of the crowd. And it begins, Ross Bob, third best goblin! Ross Bob, third best goblin!
Ross shocking savant! Ross, third best goblin!
There's
Gotta get up off the pig after a little bit and just kind of nod at that. And
several goblins jump into the pit. Some of them are distracted by the bacon rock, so a small fight begins to break out
So much shame.
over the rock. Eventually, one manages to get away from the other and like holds it as you would imagine a squirrel would hold a nut it's just robbed, and like tries to consume this rock. He's having a very poor go at it, though.
we basically did that squirrel from Ice Age.
Yes.
D&D form.
The rest of the goblins all climb down and lift Ross Bob up and carry him out of the pit, cheering. The piglet gets dragged off somewhere. I imagine he'll be consumed later in the evening. They carry you over to the teeter chair with Chief Gutwad sitting atop of it, and he has a wrapped item. And he hands it down to Slurb, who then holds it out for Ross Bob to accept it as he's set down on his feet.
I take it with both hands.
All right.
What this?
Slurb kind of looks at the item and then looks up at the chief, and the chief leans forward, and Slurb wanders over to be whispered to. Slurb says, "This is Dragon Brew Gourd." Let me link it to you here.
Does it cure poison by chance?
One could hope.
There you go.
It's a potion.
Yeah, that's a pretty awesome potion.
Do I know what this does?
No.
I know what this does.
Can I peer over the
You'd have to look
Can I
at it. It
peer
is-
over his arm and
Because
and look
my
at the
first thing would
potion?
be to drink it.
Are
Wait.
you gonna drink it right now?
If he doesn't know what it is,
Well, no, I'm gonna peek over his arm and look at the bottle
So
and be like, "What is that?"
It's literally a gourd filled with this like smoking orange liquid.
Oh, well,
And
how can we figure out what it is?
you can do a... Oh god, how does this work?
Intelligence or Arcana?
You can do an Arcana check on it, sure.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to be bad at Arcana. I can almost guarantee it.
Oh
But,
my gosh, that's amazing.
What? I'm
That's-
even proficient.
That is amazing. So
Oh, I know this. I know it's wonderful ale. Best ale, strong ale.
No. No.
start kind of sniffing at it. He's gonna drink it.
there's
Maury
actually
very loudly disagrees.
Honor.
it smells very, very spicy. It's
Honor.
Maury
You
very
share-
much disagrees.
Share with
I
me.
gotta look up at the chief and like, oh, drink.
No,
Drink.
no.
the chieftain looks at him and nods disapproving, or shakes his head disapprovingly before leaning over to whisper to Slurb. And Slurb says, "No, this is for your quest to help make you greatest goblins."
Slurred those pronouns. Very interesting.
We say then.
Next, Slurb spreads his hands wide. Next,
Excuse me, wait. Shouldn't I know what it is?
oh yeah, sorry,
Why?
you 100% know what it is.
Okay, I'm like, that's an excellent potion, but don't drink it now.
No. Mari Goblin, not smartest goblin. Listen.
Can she crit fail every roll from here on out?
For
I like
real.
D&D better when she fails.
She tries to convince the party to do terrible, shitty things.
We're goblins.
Yeah,
Don't need
it's-
much convincing.
This is working out
You just
really
do
well.
Cag, contrive a reason for me to cast color spray.
Oh my gosh. Well, there's still time. Yes, there's
I
still
know.
time. Next dare is eat a bag of slugs real quick.
I point at Mari.
Immediately, 2 or 3 of the goblins standing next to oh my gosh, I'm never gonna remember Keels points at Mari as well. Just they don't know really who to point at.
Mari Goblin,
They're following.
fourth best goblin. Mari Goblin, fourth best goblin.
I raise my hand and jump up and down.
What?
Inhabidug, eat snail. Eat snail.
Four.
As I'm backing away, I kind of bump into Keeksteeks. And then I'm like, he wants to do it.
Mari Goblin, fourth best goblin.
there's kind of an unsure chant that comes up from behind Keels, like Maury Goblin, fourth best Goblin, and there's kind of like this discussion behind it, like
these
Maury
goblins
Goblin, not fourth best Goblin.
No, yes.
Wow.
Maury Goblin at least sixth best.
Seriously?
Fourth follows third.
Sixth best? Kiss my ass.
Sequentially, Maury Goblin, fourth best
So
Goblin.
a shoving contest ensues behind the fourth best Goblin crew and the sixth best Goblin crew, and that devolves into a fist fight.
No, diplomacy. Maury Goblin, fifth best Goblin.
I stashed this potion. He was kind
Fourth
of
best
jumping.
Goblin.
But
Kick sticks, eat slugs.
Yeah.
So we have one person that's volunteered, right?
yes,
Yes, Ganabadub said that he would eat the slugs.
Okay.
he said snails, which is I think is not what it is.
Slugs.
Slugs.
I'll eat the slugs.
I mean, snails aren't anything but slugs with a house. So, I mean, it's still slugs.
Canaba slug, canaba slug, canaba
Are
slug.
you saying slugs are homeless snails?
Eat slug.
Kick sticks, fourth best Goblin.
There's a slow chant of Ganaba slugs, Ganaba slugs.
I kind of shrug, go, we takes it.
So there's a grand cheering across the crowd, and the mass of goblins pushes everyone along into the direction of where the slugs are being kept.
These are going to be like giant fire-breathing slugs or some bullshit.
So out comes two goblins, each holding a covered wicker basket.
Oh my god, I'm going to eat so many slugs.
Somebody else gonna be poisoned.
Could have maybe saved my fate alteration for this one. Good. All right.
Okay.
What am?
So two of the wicker baskets are set down. One is set down in front of Ganaba slugs. And there's kind of a look around to see if anyone else is willing to come up. There's kind of a long pause. And there's no other volunteers, so the other wicker crate is pulled off. So the basket is
I thought that Geek Steaks was going to eat slugs too.
It was Geek Steaks eating slugs?
Geek sticks, fourth best Goblin.
I joined the chant this time. Geek Steaks, fourth best
Fourth
goblin.
best Goblin.
At this point, the bruised and battered Maury fourth best goblin crew has arrived, and they look very distraught. How can be two fourth best goblin is not how it works.
Geek sticks, fourth best Goblin.
No,
Geek
you
Sticks
say.
Geek sticks.
Advanced
Die
math.
before we
Geek
go
sticks,
get
punch
fireworks.
Maury. Maury, now fifth best Goblin. Geek sticks, fourth best Goblin.
So
Special math.
several of the goblins throw their hands up in the air and just leave.
These are
They
common
are just.
court goblins.
They cannot handle anymore. They have just
Wait,
quit.
no, must participate.
So
More apples.
one of the goblins starts opening up this bag of slugs, and within there are particularly foul-smelling bull slugs inside. Even for goblins, this is not a treat. They are known, even among your people, to be very foul.
I don't think we can hear Felix because he still
he
hasn't
talking?
said whether
So
he's
no?
eating slugs or not.
No, he's not.
Oh, there you are.
I was
And then-
muted.
Yeah, okay.
So, a smaller goblin child runs up and hands Ganaba slugs a soggy leaf napkin.
Ah!
And Yeah.
Okay, how many slugs are we talking?
There are 5 slugs.
Only 5.
How big are they?
They
Okay.
are roughly the size of sausages, and they are wriggling around. It seems like there's almost as much slime in there as there is slug. And they
Okay, but
seem
I
to
don't
be-
have to eat the slime.
No. They're
Okay.
just generating the slime very quickly.
All right, so I am going to reach in, and I'm going to grab 2 of those suckers, right?
Okay, before you put that in your mouth, Keeks Deeks is going to sing to give you inspiration.
That's how I start that sentence all the time.
Bardic inspiration. Great for marriage.
Happiness is a warm plug. Bite, eat, eat.
I'm no longer playing the bard in any party. Felix is playing bard 100%.
Best goblin!
Okay, so check
Geeks
this out.
4th best goblin! Geeks 4th best goblin!
I'm going to take these slugs, and I'm very dramatically going to shove them in my mouth, and I'm going to roll sleight of hand to try to shove them up my sleeves. And I'm going to use the bardic freaking inspiration dice to get these 2 slugs out of the way, is what I'm going to do.
Alright. Roll a sleight of hand check.
You can roll it for me, and then
that's
roll
right.
a d6 and add it. Well, I don't have to add it until I see the result, actually. So first, roll the sleight of hand.
Do you have... You don't have any skills
I'm
checked here.
I am proficient in sleight of hand, sir.
Okay.
It's
You
from
don't-
my background, urchin.
No, I hear you. You just don't have any skills, like, on your sheet.
Well, that's broken.
Should have
Maybe
sleight
we
of
can
hand and
fix it.
stealth. I know.
Yeah, sleight of hand
Yeah.
and stealth for sure.
And then I have insight and deception, because I'm...
Insight and deception. Okay,
Yeah.
makes sense. Alright, so sleight of hand.
Yep. Tell me what I roll, because I...
You rolled a
5.
5.
Natural 1.
It's a crit fail.
With a crit fail.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to have to eat these slugs then. So they fall... I imagine they fall dramatically
So,
out my sleeves.
They kind of slip out of your hands like if you try to... It's like if you try to squeeze soap. Except you try to do it with 2 at once, and they were pointed at your face. So both of them immediately fire into your face, and out of fear, begin to just squirt slug slime everywhere. It's all over the front of you. It's kind of in your nose and in your eyes, and both slugs kind of flop back into the basket, waiting for you to try again.
Well, that sucked, but at least I saved the bardic dice. So, yeah. Okay, we gotta come up with a plan. I take my pet mouse, and I use its fur to wipe some of the slime off my face.
Oh,
'Cause I'm
God.
at least gonna have some dignity.
That poor mouse.
Well, it's already my pet, so its life's pretty shit.
I mean,
so-
really.
So,
Yeah.
do I
Okay.
notice that he's kind of bothered by the slime on his face?
Roll a perception.
Oh, the 1.
He
That's-
thinks I love the slime. He thinks I love...
Actually, as you were trying to peer closer, the slugs slam into the ever-increasing
So dejected.
slime pile, and you get squirted in both eyeballs somehow with this slug slime, and it burns. In fact, you're pretty sure this should never be in anyone's eyes ever.
Well,
For the rest of he's got disadvantage on perception for the rest of the campaign. Felix,
Bless
thank you
God.
for rolling a 1 so much.
He's literally took some proficiency in perception and yet still rolled a 1. Poor
I'm
Felix.
gonna raise
pull
my
out my
hand.
water skin and rinse my eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna shake my fist vigorously and say, Ganabadug regret many things. And then I'm reaching my hands in and I'm shoving all 5 of these
Okay.
freaking slugs in my mouth.
All right.
Wow,
All
they're
5.
the size of sausages.
All 5.
Once.
Eating one
Like the
takes.
size of like bratwurst sausages or like breakfast sausages.
All
It
right.
didn't specify. There are many different types of sausage. I was picturing a small sausage.
He's
All
picking
right.
Vienna.
So, for the sake of rolling, you're going to have to roll a Constitution check for each one you eat, and there's no guarantee that you will be able to consume it. So,
Okay, well, we'll start with the first one.
okay. So first, roll an intelligence check.
Sure, roll that for
Oh
me.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I can't roll.
It's just like, sure, go ahead.
Hey, I'm here, guys. This takes some doing.
True.
I gotta get through this and go spend some time with my in-laws for like 10 minutes here. Hey, I'm smart, guys.
Okay, so you know that the slug has a mildly poisonous slime bladder.
Oh.
Yum. Just yum.
This is character to poison us all.
While you eat,
This is
you know,
delightful.
you can spit out the bladder after you have it in your mouth, if you want, but you don't have to.
That's the best
Why
part.
would I not spit out the bladder?
I mean, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and I will attempt to do it subtly.
Okay.
Maybe I can save these bladders, right?
All right. So you are going to make a Constitution saving throw for being able to eat this thing.
Okay. Roll that sucker-duck.
Actually, it probably should be a Constitution check. No, let's do saving throw. All right.
18.
So,
Woohoo!
like a fucking champ, Ganabaslug.
Don't worry, guys. I got 4 more of these to go.
Ganabadug, 4th best goblin.
Ganabadug promoted to 32nd best goblin. Impressive display.
He moves up with each slug he makes.
So
I better move up by multiples of 5. Jeez.
So you shove the slug into your mouth, and it kind of wriggles in your mouth as you bite down. It tastes mildly of rotten fish. If the fish had been dead for 12 weeks or so.
That's not even a rotten fish at that point. That's like...
Like, oh.
So
That's sludge.
as you bite down into it, it kind of squeals and then bursts into your mouth. So you have this.
It's like a gusher, guys.
So you have this kind of that same slime oozing out of the corners of your mouth as you are chewing, being very careful to not eat the slime bladder.
Mistake was made.
Wow.
Savor goblin delicacy.
So you how are you trying to
Goblin
dispose of the
delicacy.
goblin bladder? Or I'm sorry, not the goblin bladder, the slug bladder.
I make the move, wipe the slime from my mouth with my sleeve, and I slide a hand at that sucker.
Sleight of hand. You get a 6.
Well, they're not going to yell at me for this, so yeah, fine. I'm keeping the 6.
So you kind of try to be slick about it, but you realize it's like there's so much slime everywhere, and it's kind of on your hands from when you put it on there. So you kind of like let it kind of roll off your tongue like that, like just like let it kind of drop to the floor.
I want to. Can I roll an insight check to see if I can kind of see what he's doing?
Sure.
Like if I can tell that he's trying to. Hold on.
It's going well. This is working.
Trying to hurry.
Okay, it's literally my turn right now, so I can't.
I'm sorry, says Dag.
Yeah, logistics. Go ahead.
Okay, 16.
Yes, you can tell what
Okay,
it's
so I go. Nub save room for other slugs. Smart, good. Nub 30th best goblin.
Can have enough 30 best goblin.
All right, so just in the sake of brevity, I'm going to try to move it along for you.
Quick
Yeah,
roll.
roll
Quick
the second
rolls.
one.
Roll the second one.
All the rolls one
You
time.
critical fail.
1.
Okay, I'm swallowing that poison. Okay.
So you that is a save to try to swallow it. Period.
So throws that one up.
So you start to chew on it, and you kind of realize that this really doesn't taste good. Like
I'm just now realizing.
like you've eaten some really horrid shit, but this is like
And that wasn't a euphemism, guys. He was being literal.
like. And you come to think of it, you've never really heard of anyone finishing this dare, so you kind of like, buh, buh, and you can't really manage to force yourself to swallow it. You may make another Constitution check to try to do it again.
You gotta
He's
do
been
that.
I will.
out.
I'm going again.
You have a 9.
I'm gonna add a 1d6 to that. I'm inspired. I'm getting as far into these slugs as I can, guys. I'm really super inspired right now.
It's probably all the slime that's oozing out of the corners of your mouth. So you actually managed to choke this one down. It is so close because this is incredibly foul. But you managed to choke down the slug and wipe your mouth off. You're ready for number 3.
All right, give it to me.
So he's still got 2 more to eat.
Yes. No, 3
Three
more.
more to eat.
Yeah.
3 more to eat.
Nice try, honey.
Okay. Well. Can I go over and just like, go up there and look to like pretend like I'm counting, and then try to do a sleight of hand and go, oh, only 2 more to go, and at least pull out
You
one
can
of them.
absolutely try.
Come on, someone hit a sleight of hand check tonight.
Oh my gosh!
Can I get 2 of them for that?
I think she can get 2 of them for that. She crit that.
I think you can get 2 of them for that. I'll give that to you.
Way to go, honey.
Wow.
I
kinda
have
look
one
over at her.
left. Good
I look over at
job.
her and I give her eyes that can only mean that she is 6th best goblin.
There's kind of this hush over the crowd as people realize that there's only 1 left. That's the
Only
fastest
1 left in the
anyone's
basket.
ever eaten 4 of the slugs. No one's ever eaten 4 slugs.
He's the best.
I'm going, guys. I have +4 to this roll. Cross your fingers. We only need to make a 10.
Kills anticipate Bay and Nubdub the betrothed.
That was the best crit of the night. Okay, let's do this thing. Oh yeah!
Nice. So, emboldened by the fact that you only have to eat 1 more, you shove this foul-ass, fish-tasting slug into your mouth and very gingerly crush it with your sharp teeth and spit out the remaining remaining poisonous slime bladder. And again, there's just this roar that erupts
And I
around
start
you.
clapping after everything finishes.
Best goblin.
15 best goblin. Wow,
Hey,
that's an
I'll take
impressive.
In
That's
fact,
an impressive.
even the chief looks a little unsettled at your digestive prowess.
So I'm
Motion to standard deviation. Superior performance.
gonna cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna use it to scrape some of this slime off my tongue. This is really gross, guys.
You go on and do that. And the chief quickly pulls out another covered item and hands it down to Slurb. And Slurb walks over to you and seems very unsettled by the fact that you were able to do this. Like, almost as if he feels like his position as second best goblin might be threatened by your abilities.
Not if Cast has any.
And he holds it out to the slime covered Gnabadug, or Gnabaslug, as the chant is going to the crowd now. Gnabaslug!
You have a new name. You need to totally change your name.
I'm changing my name to Gnabaslug.
Gnabaslug! You earned.
I earned it.
Really,
And
seriously.
I earned it with some mischievous help from Honey, so I'll take it. So what's this item? Because I'm going to have to go be social with my in-laws for 10 minutes, so...
So
Plus
inside
1 dagger.
is
It's useless for my
nice.
class.
It is.
That's awesome.
Slurp actually mentions as he hands it to you, this is a loan from... I can't fucking remember his accent anymore. Whatever.
Okay. Pilot my character when I'm gone. I'll be back as soon as I can be, okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'm totally going to find an excuse to give that to Kicksticks. I'll find an excuse.
Okay.
So say I saved your ass.
You should really give it to... Well,
All
I
right.
gotta murder our dog. I swear.
All right. I cannot believe we have lasted 2 hours and we're not
We
even
got
into
the
the
one page of
campaign.
notes because I saw that coming.
I can believe it.
It's kind of amazing. This is gonna become like a 2 or 3 for I think.
It's us, you know.
Yeah, I
This.
kind of figured it was.
I mean, seriously?
So I will ask, for the group's sake, do we want to continue doing dares, or would we like to go off into the swamp? There are other prizes you can get from dares, or you
Goblins are
can...
not a democracy.
I'm totally cool with this. This is fun.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't care.
So Slurb spreads his hands wide again and says, next dare, hide or get clubbed. There's a hush
I'll
silence.
do it.
Ooh.
Ross Bob raises his hand.
Kicks, sticks, fourth best goblin.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Can Ross Bob club?
I'm gonna
Slurb,
raise my hand. I'll do
hide.
it too.
We club.
I'll do it.
Want to club?
Okay, fine. You club.
I club.
I'll hide.
So we
And
have...
wander off trying to find some
I'm hiding.
big old tree trunk.
I want to hide too.
Okay, so whoever is rushing off to hide, go on and roll a hiding check.
Whoa, hang on.
Hey, what check?
Stealth.
Just stealth, whatever.
Stealth.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have one more bardic inspiration, and so I may have at least a very brief song for somebody.
This is
For me.
I'm so
me.
excited about
Can you
this.
inspire yourself?
No, I can only inspire others, I think, but
Okay.
I am going to inspire Bay.
That sucks.
Hey, you've got to hide your Bay away. Hey, you've got to hide your Bay away.
Oh my god, this is great. So what does that do for me?
So you get a d6 that you can apply on any of your ability checks.
Okay.
Ability attack or
yeah.
saving throws.
So I'm going to
Any
apply it.
20-sided die, I think.
Okay, I am going to attempt to actually hide behind Ross Bob.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
I'm going to
clubbing
hide
people.
behind the king.
That'd be the best hiding place.
Alright, Russell. Go on and roll a perception check.
Chief.
I'm very bad at those. It's okay. And I'm disadvantage.
So
I'm glad you have disadvantage.
you have no idea where either Bay or Maury is.
Is Kicksticks also hiding? Did we determine that?
No, I think Kick Six is just singing.
Okay.
I need to club these. Where'd they go?
So there are other goblins now that are kind of searching around and trying to find.
I walk up to the closest one. Other looking, club him.
Wait, just like a person?
Yeah, there's everybody else looking. I found him. I club him.
Wow.
There's a quiet shriek as he passes out and crumples to the ground.
Found him.
One of the goblins nearby. He always very bad at hide and get clubbed.
So do we win?
Hold on now. I'm trying to get my dice roller up. One second.
That was subtle.
It was bugging me.
It was real loud.
So there are, as you all go off to hide, you see that there are 4 goblins that are designated as the chosen hiders. No, the chosen seekers. 3.
3. I clubbed one.
Is he club one?
There are 3. There are 3 now.
This is the best.
Yeah.
I
love it.
All right, let's see here. Roll. So there are 3. One of them wanders around and can't seem to find anything. There's another who's off looking inside the bonfire.
That's gonna hurt.
I'm literally hiding behind Ross Bob,
You should see how fucking terrible my rolls are right now.
peeking around him,
So after a bit of shuffling around, they can't seem to find either of you.
And I'm hiding by the chief and just looking at him and going, shh, real cute, involving him and hiding me.
He kind of chortles along with you and seems to be content to allow you to be as near him as possible. After a while, Slurb waves his hand and said, "Okay, hide or get clubbed is over. If you was clubbed, you can't hear me."
No, come out, be clubbed.
No. No more clubs. Club's done.
No, I club.
No. They're over.
I win.
Yes. You help win.
So who do I get a club?
No. You
already clubbed.
You already win in club. You did. Please don't club.
Don't like this there.
Please don't club.
So, Slurb waits for you all to come out of hiding if you choose to do so.
I'm gonna kind of step out from around Ross Bob and try to scutter away as quickly as possible.
Roll an attack.
Would that be considered a great club?
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! No, we're just using a regular club.
I want to try to jump out of the way before he can club me.
What's your armor class? You're not wearing
11.
armor.
11. Oh my god!
Where did my sheet go? I have lost my sheet. It is gone.
I heard sheep. I was very confused.
Why are you trying to club me? This is not how you're supposed to treat somebody in your own party.
Where on earth?
Because you knew he was going to. Bay is just going to stand. She'll step out, but she's going to stay right
well,
next to
I
the
don't know how
key.
to do it.
Just
I
roll a
can't add
d20.
club. I just roll a d20.
Plus your strength. I guess plus 4.
Yeah, I do proficiency. Yeah, proficient in clubs.
Oh my gosh, so yeah, then plus 4 plus
Yeah, I just roll a
1.
great act. There you go.
Ah.
9.
9.
You missed, thank God.
So
At disadvantage and everything, luckily.
So he sees Maury dart out from behind him and swipes at her with this incredibly massive piece. It looks like a small tree. There is no real reason he should be able to swing this around, but here we are. But fortunately for everyone involved, he misses you, and you scurry off to join the crowd.
Yay.
So,
I shoot him a dirty look. Like,
Telling our goblins that turned into goblin astronauts.
I don't know who's drawing goblin astronauts, but yeah, that's pretty good. So as a reward, Slurp comes up to both Maury and Bay and presents them a small token.
what does it look like?
Yeah.
They are a set of odd silk shoes. These are shoes that lets you climb real good.
So we both
want
get a
each
pair,
get a
or we
shoe,
only
or
have
we
one?
get a
And he hands one shoe to each of you.
Wow.
There's kind of an ooh across the crowd of the fact that the chieftain or the chief is giving you his personal shoes that let you climb real good.
Yay!
So I look at the one shoe in my hand like, what am I going to do with one shoe?
I don't know. What am I going to do
I have
with
2
one
feet.
Put on.
Put it on your feet.
I point out I had 2 feet.
Maybe if we each put one shoe on and hop around?
Okay. I go along with this. I put one shoe on.
They will too! And then she'll link arms with her and hop around.
And I attempt to do the same as
Worst
well.
three-legged race ever.
And together we can climb walls.
And I point to Ross, I go, now you do, now you club, you catch them now.
I club?
No! No clubbing. Somebody get that goblin a baby seal. Let's go.
So, Slurb looks at the two of you sharing it approvingly, and announces the final dare: the Rusty Earbiter.
Kick 6 for best goblin!
What's the rusty ear biter?
Kick 6 for
Roll a
best
history check.
goblin!
Oh no. This is not good.
What is it?
6 for best
Hey!
goblin!
So
I know my history.
you know that the Rusty Earbiter is infamous. It's a coil of rusty wires, barrel hoops, swords, branches, and vines. It's kept behind the moot house when it's not being used. And the reason it's called the Rusty Earbiter is because anytime someone tries to go through it, they generally leave an ear behind. Actually, currently, if you remember correctly, there's 3 severed ears along the inside of it.
So it's like an obstacle course.
It is like an obstacle tunnel.
Huh.
Thanks for the best comment.
If you put a broken glass all in obstacle.
So you actually recall the story that one of the Licktoad tinkerers invented the thing, but he died not too long ago after generating a prototype bird attracting hat, and a giant bird picked him up and carried him away.
So, what is the point of this dare? What is the point?
You have to crawl through the center of the rusty ear biter and make it out.
So I am going to kind of like try to step back into the crowd, and I'm actually going to cast Disguise Self and make myself look like Ross.
Is there a check there, or is it just...
I don't know, let me go check.
That's not a great way to like hide yourself.
Can go
Disguise
King
Self.
Sticks for Fast Goblin.
Sixth, fourth best goblin. It's Geek Steaks. It's Geek Steaks.
Kicks.
I'll
Do it.
No.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I guess this works. Yeah.
If anyone inspects my appearance, I have to do an intelligence investigation check against my spell save DC.
But,
Which
yeah,
is
someone has to try to inspect you to begin with.
King Sticks for Fast Goblin.
Okay, I want to try the tunnel thing. Why not?
Alright.
You're gonna stand right by Ross.
So, as is standard, you're standing right by Ross, there's 2 of you.
Mirror his movement.
I gotta look over slowly and kind of stare at myself.
So there's a goblin standing between you two that seems very uncomfortable.
Well,
This is Ross Bob's cousin, Bob Ross.
I offered my tree trunk.
club.
So the crowd, as is standard, kind of pushes everyone along to the back of the moot house, where you can see the rusty ear biter. It looks particularly vicious and disgusting. There's actually a bird sitting on one end of it, picking at one of the ears that's sitting there.
Don't lose an ear.
I'm gonna try not to. I like my ears.
So you, whenever you're ready, can begin to go through by doing an acrobatics check.
Okie dokie.
Climb into the...
Alright, I'm gonna try my best. Oh, shit.
So,
How many ears you got?
Wow. I hopefully...
Mari now only 75% of a goblin.
so
Oh,
you
Jesus.
begin to climb in, and immediately get your clothes and the tip of one of your ears gets snagged on the thorny vines that have been wrapped around the front.
I don't like me, no likey.
He is now only second ugliest goblin.
You take 1 point of damage.
Oh my god. I
You
can't believe I took damage. No, I didn't die, thank God.
So you are now kind of stuck, but you can try to wiggle out and continue through.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to unhook my clothes and my ear and try to get out of this tube of death now.
Roll another acrobatics.
Please, God, be better. Be better. Oh, it's a little better.
So you manage to unsnag yourself and kind of squeeze in a little deeper. When you're inside, you've moved past the vines, and now you're at the. It looks like this. They're barrel hoops that have been wrapped in this kind of razor wire.
Ugh. Okay.
Can go on and roll again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to. I gotta keep going. Can't get out now. Oh, thank God.
See, actually, this is just large enough for you to kind of slither through without any problem. There's actually an approving cheer from the outside as they watch you kind of just like zip through these barrel hoops.
Woohoo!
Towards the end, now you're in the last third of this the rusty earbiter, and there are now swords that are kind of bent and all pointed in.
Oh God!
You can go on. It's like the Game of Thrones obstacle course.
So I gotta keep on rolling.
Yeah.
Oh God!
So you immediately press your hand down on one of the swords.
Ow!
Take 2 damage.
2 damage. Oh my God. Okay. And now how am I gonna get out of this thing?
Try again.
Oh God.
Some of the goblins are actually starting to throw rocks at you because you're taking so long.
Oh, there we go. I'm gonna get out. I went out.
But then, miraculously, you were able to... That's only 1 beer.
I know you want one.
You can roll all the way there. That is legitimately more effort. You actually managed to clear the end of it. With only the tip of your ear bleeding...
But I don't bleed.
Oh, that's right. The tip of your ear cut open, but not bleeding. And a fairly good-sized slash across your palm. Otherwise, you are mostly unharmed.
Okay.
So there is a great cheer that goes across the crowd. As thanks. That's not both of you.
What number best goblin am I now? What number best goblin am I now?
Maury, 4th best goblin!
I'm 4th best. Wait, who is 1st, 2nd, and 3rd best goblins?
Chief person, helper.
Slurm.
Ross. Slurm. Chief Slurm Ross, Maury.
There's a grand cheer that goes out across the crowd as you clear the rusty earbiter.
Yay!
And out walks Slurm with a folded robe, which you know, recognizing it, as the chief's personal, very useful robe that is useful.
The very useful robe that is... Okay, can I inspect the robe a little bit and see what it does?
Nice.
Yes. If you look at the robe, it is a cloth robe that is the size of... It's made for a medium creature, so obviously bigger than you.
Okay.
But there are
Catch
4
me up to
patches...
I just went through the, what was the thing
the
called?
rusty earbiter.
Maury crawled through barbed wire and got a robe.
Yep. And also, I'm 4th best goblin.
And she, scarred herself. So Keels is pretty sure she's, less ugly now. Keels is less ugly. She didn't actually scar herself. Anyway, moving on.
Also,
Yeah.
Maury and Bay managed to succeed at hide or get clubbed.
Yes, we did, and we each now have each have one shoe that lets you climb real good. There's slippers for spider climbing, but we each got one, so we're now both wearing one on one foot, and then hopping
So
around.
you can kind of climb well.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, but
And we match.
and we match,
Because
which
you're
is very
besties.
important. We're besties.
So
We
you're
are so gonna do the actual adventure part of this next week.
Well, we keep
And
doing the dares.
I'm 100% okay with this. This is fantastic.
I mean, the dares have been amazing. So
Felix needs to be a bard for the rest of his life.
Yes,
like,
he
I'm
does.
no longer the
yes,
bard.
100%.
Felix is the bard. I will
I
play
know.
wild magic sorcerer 100% of the time. Cag, just give me an excuse. I'm ready with this level 1 spell whenever.
Surprise! It's
Anyway.
your Goblin campaign now.
So I now have the chief's personal, very useful robe that is useful now. That's the robe that I have.
And there are 4 patches left. One is in an image of a ladder. Another is a 3-legged turtle. There's a horseshoe and a bullhorn.
Okay, and I take the robe and immediately am almost buried in fabric, and I'm like, thank you very much.
Look. Even playing goblins, she plays dress up.
Well, it's for a medium creature, and I'm a small creature, so it's a lot of fabric for my little goblin self. But I gamely try to tote it off to the side of the circle and wrap it around me several times.
And with that, you have a couple of goblins that like try to touch you, because it is, among goblin people, quite a fine garment. And the rest...
Wait a minute. I want to cast Ray of Frost on one of the ones that tries to touch me.
I should make you make an intelligence check to see if that's a good idea. But okay.
Do you want me to? I can.
No, go for it.
I'm gonna do it. All right.
If she rolled it was a good idea, she would not do it. I don't think goblins have good ideas.
That's also fair.
She's gonna kill a goblin.
I rolled
right
a
now.
19.
You rolled a 19. Well, that hits.
Okay.
These goblins probably have 5
2
HP. Leah.
2 damage.
So the offending goblin immediately shrieks and kind of tries to like run, skip away as it like breaks some of the frost off of its skin. He's actually looks pretty wounded. He's I don't think he's ever really encountered you in this way, but he does not look happy.
No touch. No touch.
There's like kind of a hiss from the crowd around you as they all like pull back, trying to prevent being thought of having touched you. With that, it seems like the crowd's mostly wandered off to gather what's left of the snails and definitely not the slugs.
No dares? No more dares?
Looks like the dares are all complete. The 4 goblins begin to heft up the chief to bring him back to the bonfire.
I continue to follow Ross Bob around as Ross Bob.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, that's
You
right.
missed that.
What?
Hear everything he does.
Yeah, so, and you really did miss the best part of the hide or get club, because Ross Bob was trying to club people and Maury hid behind Ross Bob and he couldn't find her.
The rolls were just terrible all around.
So, because he had the slug slime in his eyes, did you make him roll perception with a disadvantage?
He was poisoned, so yeah, he was at disadvantage.
So I also need to have Gnabslug roll a final Constitution check.
I'm down. Make it happen.
So as all the conversation's going on, people are eating. You start to feel a little uncomfortable.
Uh-oh,
Are we going upstairs or downstairs with their?
Oh no, you
It's
rolled a
upstairs.
19, so
You roll 19.
so you're probably fine.
Your stomach grumbles a little bit, and you can kind of feel like the burning at the back of your throat. But you take a long, deep breath. You keep it together.
Can I burp? Can I make an impressive goblin burp?
Yes, you can. In fact, you managed to echo off some of the ramshackle hut. What?
I was just going to use a performance check.
A couple of people nod. A couple of the goblins nod approvingly as they move on.
I got to be like 12th best goblin by now.
Like you actually have kind of a fan club following you around. They're not trying to talk to you or engage with you at all, but they're just like anywhere you go, they kind of like follow along behind you and just
Let's
like
be
have
realistic.
their own.
They think I'm gonna die from the slugs, and they want to steal my shit.
I mean, they all have their own motivations.
Maury no longer has a fan club because she just tried to kill one.
So the partying goes well into the night, and you know that the chief expects you to leave in the morning.
So we party all night.
What would you like to do?
I would like to take a long rest. Is what I would like to do.
I try to sneak away and rest. As Bob
Oh.
Ross.
As
As
Bob Ross.
Okay, I guess we'll go rest too. Well, I guess
After you stay up, what are you
actually,
gonna do? Give me disadvantage?
Oh, wait.
Actually, what I ought to do though, I guess, is whatever Bay is doing. Because
Hey, is a dagger a monk weapon?
I think so.
Okay, before we part ways, I'm gonna go to is it Bay? Is Bay honey?
Yeah.
Bay is honey is Bay.
And I'm going to present her the dagger, and say Gnabaslug owes big thing.
Aw, thank you.
And
That's what she said.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say I not so subtly look at my crotch when I say big things.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't what's her face Keel? She said that they're betrothed now. Bay and Gnabaslug.
Very knowledgeable about goblin culture.
I want her to write up whatever research notes she's taking in this character, and I want to delve into that shit. And she can skip getting ready for the next session of the main plot because we're probably doing this 2 weekends.
I certainly hope she's not taking research notes.
Well, she's dictating them to probably like a magic piece of stool.
Pictures.
Alright, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. So I'm dropping... Oh, weird. Oh, wow. I don't know what happened. Did that get added here?
See, I'm sad I had to go because I would have cast color spray onto all the people trying to find the hiders, and then magic would have happened.
I did club one.
No, we lost Leah.
Oh no.
She can Discord on her phone. We can roll for her too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great. It's like having a manservant. I've used up this is using up literally all my cachet for all the hard parenting work I've done this week.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure Caroline had to explain some of the words and things that were coming out of my mouth that were to her very, very conservative parents. Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I guess we'll do this until my internet comes back, which literally is actually I think it just came back. Hold on.
Yay.
Let me see if I...
So did we all go to sleep?
Yes.
Do you guys actually want to call it here till next weekend?
I don't think that's unreasonable because it's already 11.
Yeah, it's 11, and it would help me tremendously to be like in the other room at this point.
I think I'm cool with that. 'Cause
I'm cool with
we're
making
moving
this
on
a
to
two-shot.
Because this becomes, we go into the adventuring part after this. So
Casta, you got like 2 weeks to make then, like 2 weeks from now, awesome, because we're CAG's picking this one up next week.
Yeah,
Right.
that'd be helpful.
Yeah,
is that cool with
And-
everyone?
yeah, because that's awesome, and this worked, so I should not miss any more sessions ever.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Yeah, like the iPad is for some of it workable, and this connection is better than I thought it would be.
Okay, cool.
So
Yay!
yeah, all right,
Well, awesome.
you
I'm
guys.
really glad you
this
can make
was
it.
yeah, this was fun. Felix, I did not know you had that in you, man.
I know.
Well,
That's incredible.
if
I
I'm
was-
being completely honest,
back.
I didn't know either.
Dude,
like I'm pretty fucking
I have
impressed.
played that type of bard before. Obviously, you've experienced it. CAG has nightmares about it. You,
Every
sir,
day.
can pull it off.
So my only regret about tonight actually is that I have the very best vicious mockery set up, and I had no opportunity to use it yet.
Don't worry, you'll get to use it.
So-
I have zero regrets because you specifically made someone who could see things, and you failed to see jack shit.
Love that.
That was special. I will see you guys. I'll be around, but obviously next session will be awesome. Thank you. This was
Alright.
fun.
Enjoy your visit.
Bye,
Good
Sarah.
night.
Have a good one, Seth.
Have a good one, Says.
Good night.
I have to admit,
Oh my
critting the
goodness.
sleight of hand on the slugs, that was
That
really...
was-
That was
amazing.
awesome.
That was amazing.
Because I failed the exact damn same thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, several of us have sleight of hand proficiency.
Yeah, but
so-
honey, you have a +1 dagger, so if that's a monk weapon, like that's actually really useful. For
It
you.
is, actually.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
I actually have a +7 attack and plus a D4 +4 +1.
I
D4 +5 with that.
I get
That is-
my plan next session is to turn something into advantage immediately, cast color spray, and see what the fuck happens.
I don't know. The rule says if you cast a level 1 spell, I can make you do it.
No. If I have not used the chaos thing, I roll a d20, and if
Right.
I roll a 1, it happens.
Right.
But because we've taken a long rest, I've recharged that ability. So I have to use it up again. But don't worry, I'm going to waste that on the most trivial bullshit. Cass is going to suggest I roll a random check, and I'm going to be like, fine, I'll do it with advantage. See you guys next time.
All right, so
Later.
Well, thank you all for playing.
Thanks,
Yay.
guy.
I had a good deal of fun. I did not expect to have that much fun, and we.
I know, I didn't think.
We've gone through no joke, 2 pages of this.
How many pages are there?
There's
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of pages.
That's a lot of scrolling.
There's 20 pages.
so you're on page 7. The campaign ends on page 13.
Okay, so that's pretty
Wow.
About
Wow, we
halfway.
did pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did pretty good.
So yes,
I mean,
the next phase will
Thank
be.
you for doing this, and
Absolutely.
I hope, Asta, you got to have some fun too, because
I did. I really did appreciate the break.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Keels is a little kooky.
she's fun.
Hey, I am now up to 4th best goblin,
Yeah.
and also a little scary.
No, I know. I also appreciate everyone reacting so quickly because I know that I was just randomly everybody roll characters. And they have
I'm
to
not
be
even
goblins.
kidding.
Yeah, I
It
know.
took me literally less than 5 minutes to make this character.
It did not take me less than 5
No.
minutes. It took me a long time to make the character. But
She has a 4-paragraph backstory.
Well, yeah,
Oh my
I don't
She
have
really
any
does.
backstory at this point, but I will by next time.
I have
All
one.
right. Well,
I copied it to Leah, so she has something to go off of.
So I will try in the future to have more one shots prepared, and one, so Casa can actually take breaks and just have an enjoyable night rather than.
I like D&D.
Oh, I know you like
really
gambling.
do.
It's not that, but there's a lot of work that goes.
No, it's
into
just
it.
been a crazy week.
Yeah, I could do some one shots too, whatever. But I just
Yeah, the night before.
You're not at
is
the store
probably-
all day today.
Yeah.
Well, the neat thing about these characters is they're just really kind of random and fun.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can continue going with these for some one shots too. I mean,
Yeah.
just because they're.
there's probably actually content for them.
Yeah.
I don't think there are any more
We
goblin.
can screw up any content you
Many.
give us, trust
Oh
me.
yeah, no. When you
Yeah.
guys started wandering over to the burnt down house, I was like, really? It's been like 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, you should have known.
I don't know why I was surprised.
I
Like,
actually wrote down the name of the human town, so the next time I can be like, okay, let's go there.
Jesus. All right. Well, maybe I'll get to bed on time.
No, but
No.
what is that? What is that
Now
anyway?
pirate.
No, because I can't play it.
You might be able to play it on your computer.
Probably.
Yeah, but
I imagine your computer is better than Felix